we need to have a very serious conversation about this idea. The job market is terrible right now, okay? Okay? Because this is what happens. People hear things and then they repeat things. They just repeat it without really thinking about it. Do they even take any consideration into, is the job market actually terrible right now? Have you looked at all the jobs that are open right now, all of the opportunities that are currently open? Are you even interviewing for any job positions? Are they even in the position of looking for a new job? How do they know the job market is trash? Or are they literally just repeating what someone else said to them without looking into it, without researching it, without seeing it for themselves? Or are they just repeating what other people are saying to themselves? Here's the thing. You're powerful. You're a powerful creator. Your words are powerful. Your energy is powerful. When you make a decision and you get clear with what you want, it has to come to you. That is literally how powerful you are. You are a creator, and 99% of the people who walk around do not know how powerful they are. And when they don't know their power, how could they possibly know your power? How could they possibly know what's possible for you when they don't even know what's possible for them? So when you hear people say the job market is trash, plug your ears. It's not you. That's not you. That's not your experience. Your job market's not trash. Maybe their job market's trash, but not your job market, not yours. Because what happens is if you hear someone say that and you believe them and you accept that as your experience and you accept that as truth, and I go like this because it's an energy, and you accept an energy and you have the power to accept or reject. My computer almost just fell. You have the power to accept or reject any energy, any idea, any thought, any claim. So when you claim, oh, this person said the job market's trash, the job market's trash. And you know what gets really challenging and really hard? When you hear it over and over and over and over and you accept it as your truth. You know what happens when you accept it as your truth? Your experience becomes much, 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 much more challenging. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get a job with this idea in your head. Maybe you're just the type of person that, okay, the job market's really hard, it's really challenging, and it's harder right now for me to get a job in this moment than it was for me then, but you still get the job. Right? It's not the end of the world. The job market being terrible is not the end of the world. It doesn't prevent you from getting the job, but it makes it a lot harder for you to get a job because you now have just claimed a reality that you are now creating, and because people are just repeating it. People just repeat. They just repeat the things that they hear, and they repeat it over and over. And then when you hear it from 10 different people, you start to believe it more true for yourself. And that is why repetition is so important. And so if you found me on YouTube, or if you found me on Instagram, or if you found me on TikTok, wherever you found me, and you see my videos, and I am repeating myself over and over and over, and I am saying, you are gonna get the best job you've ever had in your entire life. You're going to make the most money you've ever made. You're going to love your coworkers so much. It's just gonna come to you easily and effortlessly. It just makes sense. It all just makes sense for who you are. You hear me repeating myself over and over and over and over because guess what? The people in this world repeat BS to you over and over and over. And as you listen to it and as you hear it, you claim it as your own, and then it becomes your energy. It vibrates in your energy field and it creates your experience. So stop listening to them. Stop it. They don't know ish. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. I just had a group call with 4 people. I'm actually doing another group call on February 17th at 9 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. It is limited to 4 participants. Each person gets a personalized activation video after the call. So I just had my first one today and I loved it so much. That's why I'm doing another one. And one of the ladies on my call, she is manifesting an accounting job. And in her situation, her experience, she's just had a ton of interviews and she's not getting any jobs, ton of interviews, ton of rejections. So I asked her, how many interviews did you do in this past month? And she said 15. She did 15 interviews this past month. And the funny thing, the hilarious thing, the funniest thing, I don't know who just DM'd me. I'm going to close this tab so that doesn't happen again and distract me. The funny thing is that people still say to her, oh, the job market's so hard right now. Is it? Is it? Because getting 15 interviews in 1 month, like, the job market doesn't seem so terrible at the moment. So debunked, debunked that, and just reaffirming and reclaiming that people just repeat themselves. They're just repeating themselves. They just repeat what they hear, even though it's not true. And I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to tell me all of the things, all of the limiting ideas, limiting beliefs that people pass around when you're looking for a new job. Okay, here's another one. You have to apply to hundreds of jobs to get anything. Now, again, not the end of the world if you believe this, because whatever, you know you're going to need to apply to hundreds of jobs to get something, right? Because you're claiming that experience. But is that ultimately true? It's not. It's not ultimately true. You could apply to 5 jobs and get something. I want to tell you a story about someone that I worked with. She lives in South Africa. She was unemployed for 3 years. She did one of my workshops. She got a personalized activation video. And what happened was someone reached out to her. Someone sent her an email. She applied to this job a year prior. A year prior, she completely forgot that she even applied to this company. And they messaged her, they emailed her, they set up interviews, they ended up hiring her. That's how she got the job, because of somewhere she applied to a year ago. So is it ultimately true that you have to apply to hundreds of jobs to get anything? No, it's absolutely not true. And again, not the end of the world if that is what you believe, but now you know you're gonna have to apply to hundreds of jobs, and you're just making it way more challenging than it needs to be. Okay, everyone is getting laid off. Is everyone getting laid off? I mean, right away, no, that's not true. Don't ever say that. And if you hear someone else say that, just acknowledge their limitation in their belief and their limitation in understanding of how powerful they are and how powerful their words are, because not everyone is getting laid off. Not everyone is getting laid off. In the history of corporations, in the history of working in these big ass companies, there's always been layoffs. It's always been happening. It happens. It happens. It freaking happens. It happens. It happens. But not everyone's getting laid off, okay? Companies aren't really hiring. See, I don't even know, do people really say this stuff? Because it's just, of course companies are hiring. I see new jobs open all the time. New jobs are opening up every single day. As you listen to what I'm saying right now, someone just quit their job. Someone just sent an email. Someone just sent in their resignation, their letter of resignation. Right now. And again, a new job is just opened. A new opportunity has just opened. A new opportunity in your field has just opened. There's new jobs opening all the time. This is the truth. Sorry, my voice just got a little bit loud, but this is the truth, isn't it? That's the truth. I'm not just BSing you. It's true. What if you made the decision to focus on this truth more than the other truth, more than everyone gets laid off, more than the job market's so horrible, the job market's so terrible? What if you actually put your mind, your thoughts, your focus, your attention to the idea and the fact that there are new jobs opening up every single day? Every single day, people are quitting. Not only are people quitting jobs, but there's just new job opportunities. Companies just need more support in different areas. There's just new jobs opening up all the time. New jobs are being created all the time. Whew, okay, there was one more I did want to address. I want to address AI. AI is taking all the jobs. I get this. This is a fear. And this is what I've observed. Okay, so last week I was at a conference, a recruiting conference, where all the recruiters from all these different companies, they come together and they talk about their problems and their issues about recruiting and finding the best talent to work at their companies. It was called Talent Acquisition Week. And so there's a bunch of speakers and presentations, and then there's another room with a bunch of vendors. And most 90% of the vendors, AI. It's all about AI. And yes, okay, yes, AI has already taken people's jobs. AI will take people's jobs. But you know what I've discovered at this conference is that AI, at the same time of taking people's jobs, AI causes problems and issues that will create new jobs. So there are literally new jobs being created by AI, okay? So think about and focus on this truth. That truth, it's true. I know it's true because I literally met people who started businesses specifically because of all the problems AI has created. And AI will continue to create more problems, okay? So I know this is true. So you just focus on the positive truth instead of the negative truth, and you will have a much better experience in life, and you will make the job search so much easier. So much easier. That's it. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. So I am doing this group call February 17th, 9 a.m. PST, limited to 4 people. Each person gets a personalized activation video, or you can book a one-on-one with me. I'm gonna put the link down below, or you can just get a personalized activation video. I've had so many people who have only gotten personalized activation videos from me, and they have manifested new jobs. Oh, something else I do want to mention. I have designed this book, this journal. I'm gonna make 2. So one of them is just gonna be lined paper so you can journal in it. And then I am designing a manifestation journal. So this will actually be weekly, your to-dos. You write out your to-dos and you do the things, and we'll be focused on what you're manifesting, focusing on intentions. And I haven't completed it, but as you can see, we have a rough copy. And I just need to make a couple edits, and then it'll be available to purchase on Amazon. I love you so much. That's it. I think that's it. Have a wonderful day.